This is from a few days after we recorded the episode. I wanted to start this episode with a little bit of a message. Everyone knows what happened and what today truly is. Everyone's been paying attention to the news. And it's just put a little tug on me. There's a tug on my heart that the world needs Jesus. And I have this platform to honor God, and I will use it to honor God. So I want to speak on the fact that death is not the end. Death has already been defeated. Jesus defeated death so that you and me and everyone else in this world can live. All you have to do is accept him as your savior. That's it. I run a Discord server. I like helping people. Join it up. Be a part of it. Be a part of a community. Jesus called us to be a part of a community. Lord, all the hate in the world. Y'all see it. You'll understand. But Jesus said that they will hate you because they first hated me. It's just how it is. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse, actually. But as Christians, we cling to the truth. We must stand for the truth. We must stand firm on our beliefs and be a part of something bigger and a part of spreading something more. Psalm 27:14. Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. Colossians 3:1. Since you have been raised to new life with Christ, set your sights on the realities of heaven, where Christ sits in the place of honor at God's right hand. Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. Lord, I pray for this country. We pray for the people a part of it. We pray that this will be an opening to the Christians living in complacency so that they will take action and stand firm for their beliefs. Lord, we pray, and I pray for everyone that watches this episode to just feel a conviction, feel touched, and feel that they need to ask questions. Anyone that doesn't know you can come to know you. Lord, we pray just for a time of peace and understanding, and for all of your peace and understanding and love to be brought upon us, Lord. Help me be a light to everyone else around me so that I can shine your glory through me to others like you guys. Thank you for giving me this pedestal to glorify you on and to make you known on. Amen. And with that, I thank you guys for always watching these. It's just getting started. I'm going to start doing this every week. And I ask that you just bear with us as we go through this. And thank you. Enjoy the episode. Welcome back to episode 4 of Against the Spread, where this week we can discuss what happened in week 2 and also what is going to happen in week 3. So let's start with our top 25. I will let anyone talk on what they think of it, what they don't like about it, what they do like about it, and go for it.
Um, I haven't looked at the poll this week. I'm not gonna
All
hold
right,
you.
then I'll just read it. How about that?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, so Ohio State stays number 1. The top 3 remains unchanged. It's OSU, Penn State, and LSU. Top 3 deserve to remain unchanged. Oregon and Miami make their way into the top 5. Georgia's at 6, Texas at 7, Notre Dame at 8. Illinois and Florida State are now top 10, rounding it out at 9 and 10. That is your top 10.
Okay,
So
okay.
go ahead and go with that.
Um,
None of those teams really played anyone good this weekend, other than Illinois clobbering Duke. So
I would say I think Illinois should maybe be a little bit, just a little bit, not by much. I think where are they right now? Actually, are they
9.
9? I think they should either replace Clemson at 8 or at
Clemson,
least be
Notre
like
Dame's 8. Clemson dropped out of the top 10.
okay, as they should.
Well, we can go there in a second.
But yeah, I honestly, other than that, I like the top 10 right now. I think it's
Top
pretty
10 solid.
solid.
I like top 10 too. It's pretty good because none of these teams really played anyone great. Miami beat Notre Dame, who is still ranked top 10.
The cat that ate the crate.
So that's all we got right now. Florida State makes their way into the top 10. They're number 10 in the country after finishing 2-10 last year. They're already number 10 after 2
Where
weeks.
they started last year.
Because they beat Alabama by 14 and then decided to put a 70 burger on East Texas A&M.
For East Texas A&M, bro.
And
I think
then,
Ohio State should drop in the rankings after that performance against Grambling. That was just
oh yeah,
that was
70
disappointing.
0.
Yeah,
Not good
they could have done more.
enough. South Carolina 11. Clemson 12.
Hold on, who'd South Carolina play?
Clemson's 12.
South Carolina State.
What was the score?
Good question.
Yeah, it was 38-3. South
South
Carolina.
Carolina won 38-3. Holton's got it.
That's
They did not
That's
get
dropping, honestly.
They did not get done that game until like 12 o'clock because they were delayed in a long
Yeah,
time.
there was a lot of lightning delays this weekend. A ton of them, including the Georgia game.
I was about to
They
say.
didn't, including the Georgia game where they didn't look that good against Austin P either.
I was gonna say Georgia did not cover the spread, so I think Georgia might be on upset alert a few times this year.
But
Not even gonna hold you.
Clemson drops to number 12 after a weekend where they only led for 1.5 quarters.
When are we gonna just acknowledge the fact that Clemson's always been overrated?
They started slow.
'Cause
They figured it out because, of course, it's Troy. So Troy's not going to have the same style of bodies and players to compete with Clemson for 4 quarters. But the Trojans got some national respect. They surprised me as I was there live. I didn't expect them to do that good. We only lost by 11. It was a pretty fun game to be at. It was really cool to see. I
surprised me
think
as well.
Dabo Sweeney was probably calling plays in the first half, and that's why the offense looked terrible. And then Garrett Riley started calling plays in the second half, and all of a sudden they decided to throw the ball down the field and stop throwing a screen every 2 plays.
Sounds about right.
Clemson has some offensive questions, specifically play calling, because they have all the talent in the world. But they do miss Antonio Williams, who has been injured for 2 games now at wide receiver. That should be interesting. Oklahoma rises to number 13, taking Michigan's spot after OU beat Michigan 24-13.
As it should. I'm an avid Michigan hater. All right, so I just there's something about Michigan that rubs me the wrong way.
But they cheated.
I don't know if it's that, and I don't know if it's that ugly maize yellow color that they have or whatever it is, but I like them Wolverines. All right, I'll tell you what. It's just like they copied
Honestly,
Delaware with their helmets. I'm telling you, Delaware is the OG Delaware for the national championship this year.
Well, for
Hands
me,
down.
you know what makes me hate them? It's the fact that he cheated. But
I hate that they cheated too. But then again, what man hasn't? And I'm kidding. That's terrible.
no.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right, well, OU rises to 13. Timmy probably bet. Anyway, OU rises to 13 after beating Michigan. Holden, we weren't able to watch most of that game, but from what we saw, John Mateer looks really good. Oklahoma's offense looks outstanding. Their defense played really well, but that's expected from Brent Venables.
Sorry, I was having technical difficulties.
You are chilling.
I
was wondering if someone left or joined.
Iowa State.
Anyway,
did both.
Iowa State 14. Tennessee enters the top 15. They have the biggest rise out of anyone in the top 25, going 7 spots up. Texas A&M 16. Ole Miss 17. South Florida debuts in the top 25. They're number 18.
big W's.
South Florida went into the swamp and beat Florida. At
South
And I
Florida
enjoyed
has
watching every second of it.
second week in a row, they've beaten a ranked team.
South Florida has not been ranked since I think 2017 because they were also good that year when UCF went undefeated season because
They
they
were
were
ranked. They
they had
were
a
ranked that
crazy
year.
game there.
They were ranked that year.
But we're
2015
talking about
national champs, University of Central Florida, baby. Go Knights.
I hate their Disney World ring. Anyway,
Disney World ring. Yeah.
South Florida hasn't been this good since probably 2007, where they were ranked number 2 and they were in the Big East. At one point, Bama has risen to number 19 in the country.
I'm not going to lie. I don't like Bama moving up right now. I'm going to be so for real.
Utah has the second biggest rise from 25 to 20. Utah deserves it. Devin Dampier is outstanding quarterback. He's awesome to watch. Texas Tech goes from 24 to 21. Indiana does not move. They are at 22. Michigan drops 10 spots to 23. And then 2 SEC teams debut at 24 and 25. Auburn's 24. First time since 2021 that Auburn is ranked. And then 25 is Missouri.
This is something I want to point out.
All right. What's up?
14 teams were either ranked or receiving votes out of the SEC.
11 of them are
And
ranked.
one of those teams that isn't is them bums up north. Fuck Kentucky.
You're not wrong. They suck. They're bad. They're not good. But they almost beat Ole Miss. They gave Ole Miss a little scare. But for some
And
reason,
Arkansas the other
but for some reason, they always do that. And Arkansas, Ole Miss always, or Kentucky always scares Ole Miss. I don't know what's up with that. This is every year. It's weird. That's your top 25.
Kentucky's just like that little brother.
Yeah, that doesn't go away. It's just really pesky. Doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
have you seen the rivalry
It's
score?
like you play video games with your little sibling
The rivalry
and they
score for what?
try to win and you almost let them.
Oh no, I was saying,
Yeah,
have you
well,
seen have you seen the series between Tennessee and Kentucky? Like Tennessee, it's not even a close series.
Oh,
like,
it's
Tennessee
not. It's nowhere close.
blow them
Yeah,
out.
One of the
It's really
top 5
not.
most lopsided in the country.
I mean, true.
That
The only one
that
more
and Vanderbilt,
lopsided
both
I can
top
think
5.
of is Troy and South.
The belt. The
The
belt.
belt.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ranked teams lost this weekend. Of course, Michigan lost. They dropped from 15 to 23. Oklahoma rose from 18 to 13. More importantly,
If you get through, I'll get some more
USF
probably.
beat Florida. Florida lost. That was a ranked team. Baylor beat SMU by 3 in double overtime.
No, well,
That
thank
was
you.
awesome.
That's what got Auburn ranked.
That's exactly what got Auburn ranked. Is Baylor beat number 17 SMU on the road by 3 in double overtime. Auburn beat Baylor in Waco by double digits. Then
SMU not
Auburn's
that good or no defense.
contender this year.
Both.
I can't lie. They look kind of scary right now.
here's the fun game. Devils aren't allowed in the Bible Belt. Mississippi State beats Arizona State in Starkville 24 to 20.
I love that.
Mississippi State rushed their field. They tore down both their goalposts. They got fined like $500,000 for it.
Exactly.
They
Like,
tore
this is
down
exactly what I
both, dude.
Yes.
Well,
Be one
That's
ranked team, you don't know how to act. It's crazy.
Mississippi State hasn't been good in football in forever. It's fair.
That's
last
true.
time they were really good was 2014, the first playoff season.
Dak Prescott. Good old Dak
And
Prescott.
let's say, yep, Dak Prescott was their quarterback at the time.
in Arizona State's defense, they are sure. In their defense, they look bad against Northern Arizona. So
Arizona State's not that good this year.
that's what I'm saying. In Arizona's defense, they look bad week 1. So that was one you might have been able to see coming.
That's true.
Let's say Arizona State seems like they're usually overrated, in my opinion.
Arizona State. Cam Scatterboo Merchants.
Yep.
But
That's all
these.
that he's all they had last year.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that's
no,
just it.
100%, 100%. Made some fun games. Iowa State snapped the 6-game home losing streak to Iowa to take the Cy-Hawk Trophy. Ole Miss only won by 7 on the road. Tennessee scored their most points ever in the AP poll era in their school's history.
And we still didn't cover the spread.
Unfortunately, it was on ETSU, which gives you some pain. You did cover the spread. The spread was 40.
Oh, I read the spread at like 60 something.
No, it was 40.
Well,
Dude, if the spread is 60 something, then I don't know what they must be really bad if that's the case.
Indiana actually looked good. It was 56-9. Fernando Mendoza for Indiana had 245 yards and 4 touchdowns. They didn't look good in week 1, but that's much better for them. Texas Tech still looks good. Utah scored 63. Florida State beat East Texas A&M 77-3. South Carolina 38-10. They dropped one spot. Texas only won 38-7, but Arch Manning scored 4 touchdowns in 5 minutes.
So Arch Manning looked a lot better this week for sure. I mean, granted, I mean, weren't playing that great of a team, but still, he looked like he was a little less rattled this week. Obviously, because he wasn't at the freaking horseshoe.
Exactly.
Um,
He'll be fine.
yeah, he's gonna be fine.
LSU
I
only
think.
won 23-7 over Louisiana
Who did they
Tech.
play again?
LSU drop any.
Louisiana Tech was 23 to
Yeah,
7.
no.
Louisiana Tech covered.
LSU drop any in the rankings?
Louisiana Tech. There was a 36. That was a 36-point spread.
Eee. I have 2 SEC teams that didn't cover the spread off the top of my head.
Georgia, LSU, Oregon beat Oklahoma State 69-3.
Nice.
Penn State won. Penn State only won 34-0, so FIU covered the spread too. But Devontae Ross got a touchdown.
Let's go.
42-yard pass was a one-handed catch too. And the guy holding his other arm back, he was kind of sick.
He's a dog.
Did y'all hear about that third stringer for Colorado?
Which one, Julian Lewis or the other guy?
The white guy.
Oh yeah, so not Julian Lewis. I didn't see what he did, but I heard that
He
everyone was.
performed better than Carter and Lewis.
Yeah, but I heard him. Everyone was saying that he should be the starter. Syracuse barely beat UConn. That was one of my upset picks. Kansas clobbered, or Missouri clobbered Kansas in the border war. Fresno State beat Oregon State, which is technically a Pac-12 future matchup.
Oh yeah, I forgot Texas State's going to the Pac-12 now.
Fresno is too. That was Fresno State beat Oregon State. So, I mean, that's it. Basically, this weekend, that's all the interesting matchups and scores and everything. NC State beat Virginia, but it didn't count as an ACC game. It was just a regular game.
Which is stupid.
That was a
Oh,
good game.
It counted the
it
conference
was
game.
pretty good. It wasn't a conference game. It didn't count.
That's it's weird.
Yeah, because they scheduled it out of conference
They
play.
scheduled it out of conference play because the ACC has a scheduling thing where they only play they rotate the teams that they play. And NC State and Virginia wanted to keep their rivalry, so they had to schedule it outside of conference.
That makes sense.
Then another interesting point for West Virginia lost to Ohio 17-10.
Real.
But West Virginia lost their star running back and wide receiver for the season. So that's going to suck for them.
In a big way.
Tulane beat South Alabama. That's important to some of us.
Well, who was Tulane's starting quarterback today? Yesterday.
Retzlaff.
Saturday. Holy fuck.
Retzlaff.
I want to see Sullivan play. But with Retzlaff on the roster, it looks like I probably won't.
You're not going to Jake Retzlaff.
In hindsight, though, that Tulane South game was a really good game to watch.
It is. John Summerall.
I caught some of it.
John Summerall. Good old John Summerall.
Summerall.
Doing what he does best, beating South Alabama.
Something that Jared Parker has yet to do, which I hope he does.
He'll do it. He'll do it this year because the team looks way better.
I was going to say that team looks fantastic this year.
All right.
That's no for.
So that was last week. Any thoughts on last week? Any interesting things about the top 25? Any last minute? Anything y'all want to say?
ETSU. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I don't think Bama should have moved up just yet. Well, yes, we did thrash Louisiana Monroe. I mean, the biggest letter in their logo is an L anyway. It was expected. But
ULM.
I still think Alabama has a lot to prove this year. That was against an unranked Sunbelt school. And I don't think Alabama should have moved up until we prove ourselves against a team like, let's say, in 2 weeks against Georgia.
You play Wisconsin this weekend.
Yeah, we play Wisconsin this week, and I'm pretty sure next week we play Georgia.
No, you have a bye week, and then you play Georgia.
I see. So, yeah, in 2 weeks against Georgia. I don't think we should move until
Georgia has Tennessee, bye week, Alabama.
Which
tough
schedule.
We will get to that Tennessee game in a second. That'll be the last thing.
Georgia, Tennessee in Neyland, or is it going to be
Neyland?
It's in Knoxville.
Oh,
okay.
we'll get there. We're gonna get there. Oh, worry. Next week's gonna be fun because there's a lot of really good matchups next week. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so ETSU surprisingly put 17 points on Tennessee. So, and they solidified themselves as the second best team in Tennessee. I hope Vanderbilt fans and Memphis fans hear that. ETSU is the second best team in Tennessee. ETSU fell out of the FCS top 25. ETSU fell out of FCS top 25 after putting 17 on Tennessee. So I'm pretty mad about that. And there you go. There's my rant.
You should be. I will say this weekend, we're going to get to the three big games of the weekend. This weekend's slate, not as crazy. It's kind of like last weekend. It's not crazy, but, we had three unranked over ranked wins last week. We had three ranked teams lose to an unranked team. So that could happen again. There tends to always be something crazy that goes on whenever the slate isn't, absolutely insane. With that being said, we do have three ranked unranked matchups this weekend, which is more than last weekend where we only had one. The most important games of this weekend being Texas A&M at Notre Dame, South
Not one of
Florida, South Florida at Miami, and of course Georgia at Tennessee, which is where College Game Day will be. Georgia at Tennessee is being saved for the last one that we talk about. Which one do you want to do first? You want to do USF Miami or Notre Dame and A&M?
Let's get the sucker game out. Let's do Notre Dame and A&M.
Correct. That is the sucky game.
Yep.
All right, Notre Dame A&M first. Notre Dame A&M seventh matchup. I think it's the seventh or fifth matchup all time. Notre Dame has won all of them but one. A&M has only beat Notre Dame one time in the school's history. I'm going to look it up specifically so I can get the stat right. Hang on. Seventh matchup,
Texas A&M still going 7-5.
8-4. Texas 8-4. That's how it goes every year.
Yep.
Okay, this
8-4.
is seventh matchup all time. Notre Dame leads 4-2. A&M has 2 wins. Notre Dame won the last one last year in Kyle Field. Spread is 6.5 in favor of the Irish. There's your rundown.
That's a generous spread.
Go for it. Floor is open. There's your summary.
Those are markups. I bought them.
Timmy, Timmy, do you want to go first? Or
Yeah, I got a lot to say, and I hope the A&M fans listen because I'm about to. Texas A&M suck. They're the worst team in the SEC because Kentucky don't count. Texas A&M sucks. They suck so bad. They struggled against Utah State. Notre Dame's going to win by about 20, and that's me being generous. Fred is very generous. And there's no reason Texas A&M is ranked.
Being fair, I will tally onto that and say A&M's offense looks really good. Their defense has been susceptible because they have given up 22 points to Utah State and 28 points to UTSA.
all they've got is choking.
Actually, 24
Texas
points to
A&M.
24 points to UTSA, 22 points to Utah State. But they have scored 42 and 44 points in both of their games. Their offense looks good. Their defense looks
Defense wins championships.
Their offense is also
Something
not
Texas A&M has not done in a
not
long time.
ever actually. I'm pretty sure their last
Yeah,
national
ever.
championship.
Exactly.
Pretty sure their last national championship was like before World War II. And
Sounds about right.
I'm pretty sure
It's the
that's
last time they were relevant.
I'm pretty sure that's in any sport. By the way, they haven't won any sport since before World War II. Any major sport, anyway. The game will be on NBC, of course. It's a 6:30 night slot because Notre Dame has a thing with.
I wonder how it feels to be
NBC.
the worst team in Texas.
Good question.
I don't know. That's Arch Manning.
But their offense, Texas A&M's offense, since you want to talk about A&M first, A&M's offense looks really good. Their quarterback, Marcel Reed, over the offseason, a lot of people were saying Marcel Reed can't pass. He can only run. He's not very good. He's not been able to prove that he can pass the ball accurately. Well, so far, yes, it's 2 group of 5 teams, but so far, he has 7 touchdown passes and no interceptions. The only issue is he also leads the team in rushing yards. A&M's offense does not have a balanced attack. They do not have a balanced attack, but they have a strong quarterback. Anyone else have thoughts on A&M before I do flip it?
Yeah, they're losing this game and going 8-4.
Those are the teams that are going 8-4.
A&M's something, say that. But on the other side of the ball, Notre Dame, freshman quarterback, experienced wide receiver room. Jeremiah Love, who was not used in that week 1 game against Miami. But then on the defensive side of the ball, Notre Dame gave up a lot of rushing yards to Miami. They gave a lot of leeway in the trenches. They got bullied by Miami's team. They looked, which is A&M needs to find that balance and run the ball a little bit because Notre Dame's the trench game doesn't look as strong as normal. And then Notre Dame really needs to use Jeremiah Love if they're going to win this game. Jeremiah Love
Well,
ran the ball 4 times in their first game. He's got to run. Yet they almost beat Miami. It was a 3-point game.
what's disappointing is that Notre Dame has been healthy, and Jeremiah Love has 4 carries all year. They need to fix that. Granted, they were on the bye week last year, but we're going to pretend that they weren't, or that I didn't know that. And I'm just going to say he only has 4 rushing yards, or 4 rushing carries, 4 carries, holy flip, all year. And Notre Dame doesn't know how to use them, and they need to fire Marcus Freeman.
Freeman, no, he's fine. Maybe their offensive coordinator, but Love is you have the second best running back in college football, and you decide, nah, I'm just not going to hand the ball to him. Like that's just kind of dumb to me. But the game is in South
I was
Bend.
going to say,
But yeah,
I am not completely sold on Notre Dame just yet.
we'll find out. We'll see how good they are. I'm not going to tell you that now because A&M's not like they're not great, but they're also not a pushover opponent. So we'll see. Other ranked matchup, another Battle of Florida. USF plays at Miami. This is USF's 3rd straight ranked opponent. 3rd in a row.
Go Bulls, baby.
Miami is favored by 18.5. 7th meeting all time. Miami has won the last 4 in a row and leads the series 6-1. The game is in Miami Gardens. Spread is 18.5. Miami's number 5 in the country. USF's number 18. 3rd ranked matchup in a row for the Pools. Floor is open. Go for it.
I'll save my breath for last.
Joshua, you say go
Yeah.
Bulls. You say go Bulls. Why?
USF has been on a scary roll as of late. They've been, scaring teams like Alabama and beating teams like Florida and Boise State most recently. They absolutely thrashed Boise State, who was in the college football playoff last year.
Mm-hmm.
They upset Florida in the swamp, one of the most hostile environments in the country. Just South Florida is not a team to be slept on. And I personally think that they could run the table and be the best team in the state of Florida this year,
Good.
other than Florida State.
Florida State's scary.
So, yeah, they're terrifying this year.
That's a different story. But they're terrifying.
Yeah.
USF's
But
solid team. Current front runner for the
Yep.
group of 5 playoff spot. If they win this game against Miami, I don't think they have to win their conference to make the playoffs. They could be in as an at-large team. All they got to do is just run the table and make their conference title game if they beat Miami. They can lose their conference title game and probably still make the playoffs. I don't know if the committee will see it that way, but having 3 ranked wins and 2 of them being on the road against Florida and Miami, and then you make your conference title and you have 1 loss after you lose your conference title, I think they should still be in as an at-large if that happens. USF's really good. There is one reason USF is really good. Wait, hold on. What is it?
USF does not play Tulane in the regular season, but
Ah,
they do. The only other well, I want to say
they play
two
Memphis.
American team. They play at Memphis and
Yep.
they host UTSA. So
That's
those
that's
probably
two
all
winnable games.
two winnable games. So, but Memphis and UTSA are also not bad American teams, but they don't have to play Tulane.
So they avoid Tulane until the conference title game.
Well, Lincoln already chalked it in for a win against Memphis.
Yeah, probably. Memphis has Troy this weekend, so that'd be fun. But
All right.
USF, main reason they're good.
Trojans by 90.
USF, main reason they're good. Their quarterback.
Facts. Byron Brown is a dog.
Byron Brown, their quarterback. Injured all of last year, comes back this year, and immediately leads USF to 2 ranked wins in a row. And they have a shot
Chase.
to get a third win in a row.
All right. My turn.
Byron Brown, 473
You're
passing
wrong,
yards,
Taylor.
109 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns. USF's defense is more of a disrupt, bend, don't break style defense. They don't really force sacks, force turnovers. They just force you to run straight into them. That's how USF
I just want,
plays.
I just want to say that I disagree with you, Taylor. While Byron Brown is good, he is not the main reason they are winning. He is the second main reason they are winning. There is a man that resides in South Florida. He goes by the name of Alex Golesh. Don't know if
Oh.
y'all know who he is. Um, Former Vols offensive coordinator, and that man is the reason they are winning.
Alex Golesh has done really good for USF this year. Now you flip it to the other side. The Hurricanes, Miami, newly revamped offense, newly revamped defense. There is a reason the spread is 18 and a half, and it's because of their high-powered offense with Beck, Malachi Tony, and their running back Fletcher Jr. Malachi Tony being the 17-year-old 17-year-old brother of Kadarius Tony.
I'm sorry, my signal dropped. You mentioned today's Tony.
Malachi Tony, yeah, you're funny. That is a good one. I would say that. It's Butterfingers Tony. Now his brother does not have those Butterfingers. He is pretty good. Malachi Tony leads the team in receiving yards. Carson Beck actually looks outstanding for the Hurricanes. And then their running back, their running game, they have 3 different running backs with touchdowns so far this year. The Hurricanes are good. The U is good. Their defense is revamped. Of course, with Bain, their freaking linebacker, last name is Bain. And he wrote in a journal like F Notre Dame multiple times in like Joker script and stared at it for like 5 minutes in the locker room before he played Notre Dame.
Bro is like a mix of every Batman villain.
So
It's like the ultimate Batman villain.
Ruben Bain might be a psychopath, which is something you kind of need on out of a linebacker. Thoughts on the Hurricanes? What do you think of Miami, guys?
Mm, I think Miami is still a team with a lot to prove as well. I remember us saying in way back in episode 1 that Miami is not quite a top 10 team. So far, they don't look too shabby.
They have looked the part,
But how are they going to do down the stretch?
which is usually when they implode.
Exactly. So I'm not going to be sold till about week 7 or 8, give or take.
We'll see. Because USF's not a
So
push. USF would not be a pushover opponent for the Hurricane. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to cover that 18.5 point spread that Vegas has tacked onto them.
Okay, so in my defense, I had to defend Cam Ward and Xavier Restrepo. And I still will because Cam Ward is good. He needs Xavier Restrepo. And I said Miami was going to suck. I am praying on Miami's downfall just to prove my point.
I will say, I don't know how much this says anything, but almost everyone on Miami's offense side of the ball that got drafted is either benched or cut in the NFL other than Cam Ward.
Cam Ward is going to be good when
So
Calvin Ridley learns how to catch a football.
once you get a receiver that's
I
not from
thought
the
Calvin
retire,
Ridley retired.
no, Amari Cooper did.
Oh, Mark
Our
Cooper did.
rookies,
Okay.
our rookies were good. Shamir DK was good. Gunnar Helm was good. Alec Ayomanor, aka Travis Hunter's daddy, was good. Cam Ward was great. And even that project pick, Philly Oladejo, he was good. But the problem was Brian Callahan is got the IQ of a chimpanzee on meth. Our offensive line lets more people through than the southern border. And Calvin Ridley must have been playing with himself before the game.
Fair enough.
So Cam Ward was accurate as hell. Like he was
Maybe there's
hitting his receivers and everything. But
maybe
just all right,
yep.
I'm sorry about ranting on the NFL.
No, you're good. Maybe there's just something about Miami and their quarterback development. So we'll see how that goes for Beck for the rest of the season.
Can you when you edit that, you might want to bleep that part out so I don't get you
No,
demonetized.
don't worry. We probably said worse. You're fine. They don't care about curse words as long as you don't say other things. Now, college game day was going to go to Baton Rouge, but then Florida decided to lose. So now college game day is going to Neyland Stadium in Knoxville.
They're going to Ayers Park. They're not going into Neyland Stadium.
I know where they're going.
So you said they're going to Neyland
They're
Stadium.
going to
You liar.
Neyland and Knoxville. I didn't say in Neyland. They're going to Tennessee because
There.
the Bulldogs are rolling into town. Georgia's favored by
Good old Rocky Top.
Georgia's favored by 3.5. Georgia
That's
has
a small spread.
8 wins in a row on the Volunteers. 8 years in a
Rick.
row. The last time Tennessee won was that Hail Mary.
I
Georgia
remember
leads.
that because I called him Lucky Top for the rest of the year.
Georgia leads the series 29-23. Before this 8-game winning streak, Tennessee led the series. Game of the week, SEC, primetime, 2:30 on ABC. Georgia and Tennessee. Floor is open. Timmy, you're going to go last since you have an affiliate for a fan base. I'm gonna let the two Alabama fans talk. I'm gonna let the two Alabama fans talk about the two teams they do not like. Oh, Derek's here too. Hey, Derek, you can come talk
Last man
about
that
Georgia
appears,
and
I did.
Tennessee.
Elite ball knowledge.
You get to come talk about Georgia and Tennessee. That's what we're doing right now. We're talking about Georgia and Tennessee right
Holden,
now.
do you want to go first?
One of the two
Or do you
Bama
want me to
fans.
go?
One of the two Bama fans. Talk about Georgia and Tennessee. I don't care. Pick one.
They hate them both.
Really, I don't want neither team to win, but we're not doing any picks. I really hate both of these teams. I wish both could lose if it's possible. I wish the ties were back in college football just for this game and this game only. Well, other games, but just for this weekend, temporarily.
Both sounds like me when I watch the Cowboys and Eagles.
In all seriousness, this is going to be a good game. This is a rivalry game in the SEC. This is a test for Gunner Stockton on the road at Neyland Stadium. Neyland Stadium is one of the hardest places to play in all college football and one of the biggest stadiums in the world. Tennessee fans are ridiculously crazy when it comes to a football game in Neyland Stadium.
Damn right, Putnam.
You're not
They
wrong.
also are horrible. They're also a horrible fan base, but that's a different story. But Timmy, I love you.
How?
To say the same about Bama, but okay.
But you can say something about but I mean, Georgia really needs to win this game, but Tennessee also needs to win this game. Um,
Both teams have something to prove. I'll say that.
Both teams, like I said, this is Gunnar Stockton's first road start, I believe, right?
Yep.
So I mean, like we saw what Arch Manning did at Ohio State. It is not easy to play on the road when
I
it's your
will
first
say, yeah,
start.
true, but I will say Gunner has a bit more experience than Arch did.
Yeah, that's true. So and you said Georgia's favorite by how much?
3.5.
So either way, Georgia can win this game in a really close game, or Tennessee pulls the upset. That's how I see it. All right, Joshua.
Dodgers turn. Other
I
Bama
like your
fan.
take. I'm just like Holton here. I wish they both lose. I hate both of these teams with a passion. Um, the only thing I'll give Tennessee is that the pride of the Southland rocks. They have an amazing marching band.
Yeah, get ready to listen to Rocky Top on full blast for the next 4 hours during that game.
This guy's
For
gonna
real.
be jamming it.
The thing about this game, it is a rivalry, and Georgia currently has the lead. I think, yeah, I'm not wrong. My brain is
29-23,
all
but
over the
it's
place.
because of the 8-game winning streak. It's the only reason they have it. Tennessee had it before. Georgia won the last 8 in a row.
Tennessee has the home field advantage. Neyland Stadium is a very hostile environment. I've mentioned this multiple times. If I were Gunnar Stockton, I would not want to step foot into Neyland Stadium personally. I would have that game circled in red on the calendar. I don't want to do this, but I got to mentally prepare for it.
They're lucky it's not a night game.
Mm-hmm.
They're really
Or a
lucky it's not a night
checkerboard.
game.
Yeah, because if it was, woo. Tennessee also has Joey Aguilar, who is
Just trying to say that.
a tremendous athlete. The dude looks insane. I was not expecting him to come out of the gate and be like the best quarterback Tennessee's had in years. But holy
Other
crap.
Oh,
other than Hendon Hooker. Best one is
Yeah, other
definitely.
than
Hey,
Hendon
guess
Hooker,
what?
yeah.
Upgrade at quarterback because that Nico kid's gone. He sucks over at
yeah.
UCLA.
Nico, I'ma leave you.
Nico, I'm gonna
Anyway.
leave you for a better NIL deal and still stink it up. Is it my turn? Because like I want to talk
Yes,
about
No,
Joey.
I'm almost done.
it's
Trust.
your turn after Joshua's done. But yes,
As soon I will end it off here. Um, this game could go either way. I want them both to lose, but considering the role Tennessee's been on this season and the fact they dropped 72 on I mean it was ETSU, but still the
Yeah.
fact that they dropped 72 on their lesser opponent and Georgia only beat their lesser opponent by 22, Tennessee might win this game.
Derek.
All right. A little lore about me. I'm from Georgia, from the Savannah area. Lived in Atlanta. You know, I never grew up a Bulldogs fan, but I will always like catch myself watching them every now and again. I'll be honest though, I like Tennessee. Like I like their quarterback. He looks very good. Like
Uh,
yes, it hasn't been like Joey. Like Joey, yes, has played like technically like lesser opponents, but he just looks good in the pocket. He looks very very controlled. There's nothing like out of rhythm. There's nothing where it's like he could have. It's like dude's making the right reads. He's executing well. Honestly, when you have a QB that executes well, it's hard to lose. Like it's insanely hard to lose. So I got Tennessee. And this is so weird because I also hate Tennessee. I really could care less for Tennessee, but that Joey guy looks like a baller.
Aguilar played at App State before he transferred to Tennessee. He looked absolutely horrific in that Sun Belt Championship game against Troy that one year. But I have seen him
Trojans
play
by
live.
90.
Troy alum, here we go.
It's not. That was
You
the only. That
cannot
was the
deny the
only. Look,
Trojans after this weekend.
that was the only game he looked bad in the whole year. Aguilar was the reason App State was outstanding. Was as good as they were. He was really good. He made App
Mhm.
State because ever since he left, App State has been like worse than booty cheeks. So I mean, yeah, Hollywood Aguilar, Hollywood Joey Hollywood. He's been
Yeah.
outstanding
Joey
for N-State.
Hollywood. Joey football, dare I say.
Points that I'm going to make about both teams. Can Georgia's defense stop Tennessee's offense? Aguilar's been on a tear. Her wide receiver core is outstanding. Chris Brazzell, transfer from Tulane. This is his second year with the Volunteers, and he has finally found his way. How good is Gunnar Stockton? This is his first road start. Will he be just as good as he was in these first two starts? Will he just be a game manager? Will he be another game manager style Stetson Bennett? Or will he be kind of more outstanding and a little bit better than that? Their Georgia's receivers are a little eh. They do have Zachariah Branch though. Zachariah Branch is really really good. He came from USC. But also, will Georgia have a balanced attack? Their run game this year has not been the greatest, and they might need to do that because Tennessee's defense tends to not be hasn't been that great recently. They gave up a lot of points to Syracuse, and Syracuse isn't like that great. And then 17 ETSU also, even though they clobbered them. Their offense looks amazing. I will say that Tennessee is also without two of their starting corners for this game. One of the corners has not played all season. He is still recovering from an ACL tear. The other corner played last game and got hurt, or played one of the two other games and got hurt. So they're down two cornerbacks. I think he got hurt in the Syracuse game. So that could be a strategy for Kirby Smart to attack. Kirby is a defensive guy, however. So we'll see if Georgia's defense is able to stop Tennessee's high octane offense. Now we do have a Tennessee fan in the call. I will let Timmy go and yap about his favorite team for as long as he wants.
Tennessee Glaze is about to go crazy. Oh gosh.
Except he's currently on mute, probably because he has to do something. So we'll find out.
Okay.
Oh, here you
You're
go.
my soda pop. I'm soda
Welcome. Come
pop.
on, Timmy. I want you to break down your team. You know them better than the rest of us. Tell us how Tennessee is. What do you expect from them
Dear
this weekend?
and Joshua, I just want to say there's a reason there's an Auburn lamp in the room. Um, okay, I'm mad at Josh for belittling ETSU like he did, so he can kiss my big toe.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah, break down your team. You know them better than we do. What do you expect from Tennessee this weekend against Georgia?
I expect for Braylon Staley and that three-headed running back monster that we have to play a big part. Braylon Staley has been, I guess, the surprise for the team for Tennessee. Nobody expected him to be as good as he's been. I do think we do use Matthews and Chris Brazzell as well. And Miles Kitselman, I think he'll get a bigger workload for the Volunteers. And then switch to the defensive ball. We've had a pretty impressive defensive line. Um, I'm Joshua Josephs, Jordan Ross, Dominic Bailey. I don't know if he's played actually. They have played phenomenally. Our We have Arion Carter, who's a
He's
great
good.
linebacker,
Yep, he's really good. I know that.
and they keep people tend to forget. Thank you. We have some guys playing DB that you may have forgotten about.
Boo Carter,
Colton
Colton
Hood,
Hood.
transfer from Colorado, or the stupid score off at the Syracuse game, will have a huge workload, and I feel like he'll play pretty well. And then we have a rookie, Ty Redmond.
Ty
A
Redmonds.
rookie. The safety NFL. I'm watching the Bears and Vikings right now, so I said rookie. and I feel like he'll have a pretty big role
Ty
in the
Redmond
game.
has been given the start in this game. He has 3 PBUs and 6 tackles so far, the freshman. Colton Hood has 5 pass breakups and a fumble recovery for that touchdown against Syracuse.
And another name I want to bring out, Boo Carter.
Yep, Boo Carter. Mm-hmm.
Might see unlikely, but he might see some offense and defense, and he's obviously our returner.
Boo
So I
Carter's
expect him
he's
to
good.
have a good. I expect him to have a good game. And I was talking and talking, and I forgot about the offensive line. Oh, we have Jalen McMurray too. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about the offensive line because I forgot about them. Um, Lance Hurd has been a good addition for us since he has come over last year. Um, and the other tackle, the one I really want to highlight, making his first college appearance against Georgia, is 5-star plus offensive tackle David Sanders.
All right.
I can't, I can't tell you how he's going to do. I want him to do good, but that's one hell of a first start.
It is. That's a tough start considering what defensive line you're playing against.
Now, it's really going to come down to one of those touchdowns ETSU scored was set up by a bad snap. We need our center to lock it and better communication with Aguilar.
Joey's been a
With that
really
being said,
big surprise for y'all, wouldn't you say?
even though y'all talked about the spread, I want to talk about the matchup predictor. Tennessee is expected to win via that.
I did see that.
However, give me the dogs because I don't trust picking Tennessee
He never
because
does.
it always bites me back.
That's his thing. He doesn't pick his own team because if they end up winning, or if they end up losing, it won't be his fault for picking them. So,
Is
I
Arthur Delp healthy?
Delt. I haven't seen anything about him yet. I just know that you don't have McCoy.
I was going to say because if Delp is not healthy, that'll be very helpful.
Oh, is that on Georgia?
All right. Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have McCoy, and you don't have your other corner. What was his name?
Ricky Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson. So you're without McCoy, but you haven't had McCoy all year, and that's your All American.
We didn't have Gibson since like halftime last week, I don't believe,
Yep.
or
So
halftime against Syracuse.
so you're without Gibson, you're without your All American, which you haven't had either of them. So, but you got to learn how to play without Gibson for against Georgia because it's different playing against ETSU without Gibson. So, but
But
your freshman corner will get a start. He will definitely be targeted. I don't. You will probably put Hood on Branch. Branch is really really fast. This will be a coaching chess match between Smart and Heupel. Tennessee crowd will play a huge factor. Unfortunately, it is not a night game. That's the only issue with this. And then last but not least on our episode is we're going to do our fun little pick'em time. What game should we start with?
Yo.
Let's start with Clemson and Georgia Tech. Clemson at Georgia Tech coming off a scare from Troy. Georgia Tech hasn't looked great this year. Who are you taking, Tigers or Yellow Jackets? Start on the left. Joshua, you're on the left.
Go Jackets, baby.
All right, he has Tech.
I don't.
Holton. I'm not.
Clemson.
This is quick. This is quick picks. We're not. No explaining. Quick picks. You have no
Clemson.
time. He has Clemson. Derek, come back. Clemson or Tech?
Georgia, go Tech.
You got Jody. GT. Timmy, Clemson or Georgia Tech?
James King.
Hey, that fair enough. I know what that means. I have Clemson winning. I got Clemson winning the game. Georgia Tech hadn't looked
Go
great,
Tech.
and I think Clemson
Go Tech.
carries.
I'd give everything to see Clemson lose again.
Fair enough. That's not a bad reason to cheer for that. South Florida and Miami.
Go Bulls, baby.
South Florida. Holden,
Miami.
Miami, but I have Miami, but close. Derek,
Unfortunately, Miami.
Timmy, USF, Miami. He's still watching the halftime of that thing. He might not hear me. Anyway, he's got 30 seconds.
I heard, I heard him say Miami.
Miami,
I think we all should
Was it
agree
my
Miami.
turn?
yeah, Miami or USF. It is your
The
turn.
Bulls run has to somewhere. The Bulls run has to end somewhere, but it won't be right now. USF wins.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Give me Ole Miss, baby.
Holden,
Ole Miss.
night game. Derek, Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Smith, Eli Manning, Jackson Dart.
Hey.
Sorry.
Giants
I forgot
fan.
he's got a love and infatuation with Ole Miss. That makes sense. I mean,
To
that's
be
true.
fair,
That's your head.
I like green
No, it's
onions.
fair.
I
It's
like
fair.
green onions.
It's not fair. That's pretty fair. Timmy,
They have fine
Arkansas
views.
at Ole Miss.
Blue Pig Philly, give me Ole Miss.
I got Arkansas. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Really?
Really?
Ole Miss did not look good against Kentucky.
Yeah, but Arkansas does
Arkansas's got a
look
pretty
good.
good quarterback.
Doubt.
Arkansas
Rebels finna make bacon this weekend.
probably. Arkansas has clobbered their last two opponents, 52-7 and 56-14.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different Arkansas. Wait, what Arkansas are they?
Razorbacks,
It's just Arkansas.
just Arkansas.
Okay, I'm
Razorbacks, yeah.
thinking of the other Arkansas team.
Big.
Thinking of Arkansas State?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
suck. They are bad. They're not good. They got clobbered
They're
by
garbage.
Arkansas. They got clobbered by Arkansas. So that's all you need to know. Let me find another game. Find another game. Another game. One more game. Two more games. How many more games? LSU, Florida.
Go Tigers.
LSU, Florida. Holden.
LSU.
Derek.
LSU.
What was the question?
LSU or Florida?
LSU.
LSU.
Money favors. OBJ.
Timmy, LSU or Florida?
The state, for the record, I'm being unbiased. Go
Okay.
Tigers.
Yeah, you're right.
Go Tigers.
I also have it's a night game in Death Valley. That's hard to come by, especially after you just lost to USF. So LSU is winning that game. A&M at Notre Dame.
Give me the Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yuck.
Yeah. Timmy, A&M, Notre Dame, Texas 8-4 at the Irish.
Gig 'em Irish. Notre Dame wins.
Gig 'em Irish is crazy.
Notre Dame wins. That's
unanimous right there.
because this is A&M. Notre Dame's winning the game. A&M sucks.
Poo poo.
And last but not least, Georgia at Tennessee.
Give me good old Rocky Top. Tennessee
going
sucks.
Tennessee.
Not today.
I got Tennessee.
Derek, Tennessee, home team, Georgia.
10 IC. Wait. The only 10 I see is you, Taylor.
That's nice. That's so sweet. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you.
Clip of the week.
No. Okay.
That's got to make it in.
No, so we're gonna laugh at that. All right, Timmy, 2-year-olds, you got Tennessee and Georgia. It's the last one.
Come here.
Where's the cat? Where's the other cat? Get the
Where's
crazy
my
cat.
stupid
Yeah,
cat?
get the crazy cat.
Yeah, let me get
Timmy,
my idiot of a cat.
Timmy,
Come here.
make your pick for your game, your team. You're still muted, buddy.
My stupid little idiot. You
Okay, my bad.
can't escape my
What I said was
love.
I had Georgia's mascot. I was holding Georgia's mascot.
Oh, it's not Georgia.
With that being said, Georgia wins.
I
I hate that I get that.
have dogs winning in Knoxville due to Tennessee having corner issues. I don't know.
F you, Taylor.
Yeah,
Who's that running down the track?
give me. I give me this. Rocky job.
Tennessee.
It'll be really
Not
close.
today.
It'll be very close. I do think that Tennessee does have a shot at it. Aguilar will have to play very, very well to win this game. I think Georgia wins based on the fact that their defense figures out how to stop Tennessee's offense. I don't think Georgia's offense is good enough to really, compete with Tennessee's offense, but Georgia's defense will figure it out, and I have the dogs taking it and remaining undefeated after beating Bama in 2 weeks, and then losing in Auburn. That is my take because that would be hilarious.
No.
Yeah, it would be really
It's
funny.
possible, though.
It would be
There
so
are
awesome.
6 games left on Alabama's schedule that they can lose. So
Georgia not
Talking
easy.
about rage baiting. I was talking about rage baiting, and Taylor managed to rage bait both of us in the same sentence.
There you
Fall for the
go.
bait. Fall for the bait. Fall for the bait.
It's
Forward.
okay though, because I got South pulling the upset over Auburn this weekend.
That's hilarious that you
Why?
think that'll happen. I don't even.
Why
You
are
shouldn't
you
even.
like that?
Why are you even saying
Why are
that?
you like
Why are you invoking their name?
S tier rage bait.
Why are you invoking
I'm
their
not even a
name?
Troy. Like I'm not even a Troy fan, but just why? Like you went there.
You weird,
I'm
bro.
revoking. I'm revoking your status as a Bama fan just because of that. Like you can't be one after that. Nah, I
Put
can't.
you
No,
on
no,
the
no, no,
planet.
no,
You're not allowed. Nah. You can't revoke my status as a Bama fan. I've been a Bama fan since I was
because
little,
there's
dog.
no way a school that you went to. You're picking the
What I
school
went
rival.
to?
You're picking the
I didn't
rival.
go South. I went
Are
to
you
Troy.
serious? No way.
You know, I hate Auburn and I
Oh, I
hate
just set up my
South.
phone with
I
that. I was
hate
that
Auburn a
angry.
little
Oh my
more.
god.
So I got South pulling the upset this weekend. Because I just simply
No!
hate
Shoot
No!
that guy. Like, bro,
No!
no.
I threw my
I'll
S
be
tier
honest with
rage bait.
I'm gonna fly you to Jordan Hare Stadium for that.
Fly D's nuts.
That's
I'm gonna be
all
honest
right.
with y'all. I
I'm
don't know
done.
Flag.
I'm done. That has
Fly him
I'll be
been
first
honest
class.
with y'all.
There's
I
no
didn't know his
way.
quote.
Is he serious?
no. I don't know, man. All right,
Or is he
that's
rage baiting?
he's ready. He's
The
I don't
world
know,
will
man.
know.
I don't know. Hey,
I'm gonna be
note,
honest.
on that note, that's been episode 4 of
Oh,
Against the
just 90.
Spread, and we will see Tennessee's quarterback upgrade in action this weekend on ABC for Game of the Week in Knoxville. Thank you for watching episode 4. Tune in next week as we talk about tune in next week as we talk about episode 5. which has a very good slate next week. The slate next week's outstanding. So next week should be a lot more and less boring than this week's. And
We should get Franklin for episode 5.
we can keep talking about it. So